Hey trackies, welcome back to another video here on TXT Track Time. Please remember to like the video and also subscribe to the channel. Alright, so trackies, this will be the final update as it relates to results from the conference championships that were happening. So we're talking about SEC, ACC, and of course Big 12. I believe in this video it will be strictly SEC and Big 12. Alright, so trackies, kicking things off, we're going to start with the SEC Indoor Championships. Now we're starting with the men's triple jump, and we had a big win here for Luke Brown, that is representing Kentucky. He jumped 16.59 meters in the triple jump to walk away with the win and become SEC Indoor Champion in the triple jump. Now, track is in the men's 400 meters, and boy, I tell you, just off the rip, looking at Luke Brown, 16.59 meters, of course, in the triple jump. I'm again gonna keep saying in this video, I have a dream. I'm having, dreams. And again, it's not necessarily for the immediate future because that 16 will not, compete competitively internationally, but track is he's knocking on the door of 17 meters, and I can't wait to see when these athletes get to that point and be able to represent Jamaica on the highest stage. Now in the 400 meters, Javon Powell, Raheem Hales, they were both here. Now Javon Powell finished second, running 45.61 seconds, and Raheem Hales was sixth, and he ran 46.58 seconds. Now, taking the win, though, was Christopher Morales Williams. He ran a personal best, a meeting record, a facility record, a collegiate lead, and of course, a collegiate record, running 44.49 seconds. Absolutely ridiculous. This run by Christopher Morales Williams. Phenomenal run by him to walk away with the win, taking nothing away clearly from Javon Powell. But yeah, that was a fantastic run. But yeah, when I look at Javon Powell again, I'm eyeing him for, the 400 meters for Jamaica, and especially that 4x4 relay. He is a beast with that baton in his hand. Now, moving on over track is to the men's 800 meters. We had Tyrese Reed here and Kimar Farquharson. Tyrese finished second in the men's 800 meters, running 147.55 seconds, which was a personal best for him. So absolutely phenomenal running. Now track is in fourth place was Kimar Farquharson, and he ran 144.26 seconds. Now track is moving on over from the men's 800 meters. We're going to go straight into the men's shot put. Now, in the men's shot put, we had two entrants here. We had Roger Stoner and we had Kai Chang. Now, Roger Stoner threw 19.94 meters for a season's best throw, and this landed him third place in the SEC Championships track is. Now, Kai Chang threw 19.36 meters, and this landed him fifth place, which was a personal best for him. So great throwing by the guys. I love the representation in the field events. I can't say it enough, but yeah, I have a dream. Now Jack is moving on over to the women's 200 meters. No, this was Nikisha Price rallying back from her second place in the women's 400 meters, losing out to Amber Ann in there. But, phenomenal runs from both athletes, trackies. And just a quick correction, I think I had announced Nikisha Price's time as the national record in the 400 meters. Just want to quickly correct that. It is not the national record. So she's still second all time as it relates to Jamaicans indoors. But with that said, in this 200 meters track, she finished fourth, running a time of 22.62 seconds. So again, definitely Nikisha Price turning up at her best at these championships and running PB after PB. Another personal best here. Track is 22.62 seconds to walk away with that fourth place. Now, walking away with the win, which is not surprising because, she was way out there based on the rest of the field, running 22.36 seconds, incidentally equaling the personal best that she already had for this season. Of course, setting a facility record and also a collegiate lead, equaling it, right, trackies? No, that was Jamisha Ford. So not surprising there because this was a time that she's already dropped. So pretty much it was her race to lose. So she did well here walking away with the win. But yeah, Nikisha Price, definitely I'm eyeing her more and more and more as we get closer to outdoors. Can't wait to see what she does in the 400 meters outdoors, and of course heading off to World National Championships. For me, she's a shoe in for a spot in the team in that 400 meters. I mean, after all, she won last year anyway, but she's much better this season. So let's see. Arnachak is moving on over to the men's 60-meter hurdles. We had Jaheim Stern line up here, and he ran a time of 7.76 seconds, which placed him fourth in the finals in the men's men's 60-meter hurdles. Now, in the women's 60-meter hurdles, is the equivalent, we had Rosalie Cooper here, and she was fifth, and she ran a season's best time of 8.11 seconds to finish in that spot. Now, Chuckies, we're going to switch focuses from the SEC Indoor Championships, and we're going to jump all the way over to the Big 12 Indoor Championships. And we're going to kick things off with an athlete that has, really, really come on this season and done phenomenal. And I'm talking about Dejanay Oakley. Now, yesterday in my video, when I talked about her potentially walking away with a double trackies, that was a live thing. And Dejanay really came out and showed her hand and showed class. And in the women's 400 meters, she ran a massive personal best of 51.75 seconds, take the win trackies in that 400 meters and become Big 12 champion in the 400 meters. So absolutely phenomenal running. I was excited to see her progress in this 400 meters and of course the 200 meters this season, right? But track is coming to win. Coming and actually winning is a different thing. So I'm excited for Dejanay Oakley. And again, she's very, very, very young. So again, I have a dream. That's going to be the running theme in this video, trackies, or videos going forward when I'm talking about our young athletes. I have a dream. That's what I'm going to keep saying. Now, trackies, Dejanay Oakley rallied back for the 200-meter final, trackies. And again, as I said, she had the chance to walk away with a double, and she was very, 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 very close. She finished second at trackies in the women's 200 meters, running 22.86 seconds. Now, the winner ran 22.71 seconds, Ayana Gray. So she was very, very close, trackies. But it is what it is. Ayana was in heat 1 and Dejanay was in heat 2. Maybe if they were in the same section, it would have been, a closer fight. But it is what it is. And Dejanay Oakley walked away with some more silverware. And yes, that was silver in this particular race. Absolutely phenomenal performances from her at the Big 12 Championships. And yeah, keep your eye out for Dejanay Oakley. She is one for the future. Now, track is in the women's 800 meters. Shelly-Ann Beckford, really, really in this championship, she was the best one in the women's 800 meters. And she came out and she won, dominating the field, running 2 minutes, 0.99 seconds. So that is pretty much what she ran, a meeting record, a facility record, and a personal best. Again, trackies, I have a dream. This is the 800 meters. Oh my gosh, I'm excited for our young athletes turning up and showing out in these events and showing that Jamaica will become a powerhouse, not only in track, but in field, but yeah, in the longer distances as well. We have been, focusing on sprints for so many years. Now you're seeing a lot of our athletes diverting that attention to the field events, and we're doing well there. But guess what? We also have athletes that are diverting their attention to the longer distances. And it starts with the 8. We may see some 15 at some point. We may see some 5,000 at another point. We may see some 10,000, but we have to get there a step at a time. And I'm happy to see Shelly-Ann Beckford, doing well collegiately. 2 minutes 00.99 seconds, as I said. Absolutely phenomenal run by her to walk away with the Big 12 championship crown in the women's 800 meters.
And tell us, how does it feel to be a Big 12 champion? New conference, stakes are a little bit higher. The 800-meter winner, a new meet record.
No, it feels pretty good. I'm still surprised. I just can't believe it, but it feels amazing.
Yeah, you did run an amazing race there, and I had you at that 2 meter. You broke that 2:01 barrier, and that puts you right there at that number 3 mark in the nation. So how does it feel to have jumped up to that spot?
It feels pretty good. I think me and my coach, we keep going in training, and she keeps telling me, like, Shelly-Ann, you can do it, believe in yourself. And I just went for it.
Hey, well, you are trending in the right direction. Keep getting better and go get ready for that indoor nationals. We look forward to seeing you.
Thank you so much.
Now, in the men's 400 meters track, is Shamar Uta lined up here. He had a phenomenal run in the 400 meters the day before, so I was looking forward to seeing what he would do in the finals. And track is, it was very close based on the times ran. Now, taking the win was Michael Joseph. He ran 45.46 seconds. It was a personal best for him. And Shamar Uta ran 45.68 seconds for second place. Now, track is, you you can clearly see that the times they ran in the heat was much faster than in the finals. And I think that they just have to navigate, performing indoors when you have to run so close back to back. But you know what it is, track is. Let's see what happens, when they get outdoors where, they'll have a bit more time to, I guess, rest before coming back for a finals. But let me see going forward. But yeah, again, I have a dream. I'm excited for Shamar Uta and the men's 400 meters, the 4x4. Oh my gosh, trackies, I talked about it in a video and I said, look here, the guys were young, they were not able to manage so many rounds. So understandably so, the performance was less than stellar last year in the 4x4. But that doesn't mean that they don't have the quality to do absolutely phenomenal and even win that 4x4. But guess what? This year, we're going to see much stronger guys. So let us see how Jamaica will be able to stack up against the rest of the world in that men's 4x4. I'm excited to see when Paris comes. Now, Jack is moving on to the men's 200 meters. Demar Francis lined up here. He placed third, running 20.60 seconds. So earlier, he had run a national record in the men's 200 meters indoors. Absolutely phenomenal run by him. I believe that was a 20.42 at the time. So, Track is no, in the finals, not going quite as fast, but still phenomenal run by Demar Francis. I'm looking for Demar Francis to be possibly sub 20 when we get outdoors this season. I'm excited for Demar Francis. Now, taking the win was Terrence Jones, running a personal best 20.21 seconds, which ties with the world lead currently, held by the American youngster. Now, Chuck is moving on over to the men's 60-meter hurdles. Demario Prince lined up here, and he finished fourth, running a time of 7.62 seconds that equals his personal best. Now, Chuck is moving on over to the women's triple jump. Akila Smith lined up here, and she she jumped 13.37 meters to take fourth spot. Now, interestingly, though, track is when it comes to Akila Smith, she only registered one jump, and her first jump was a foul, and then she did not take any further part in the competition. Now, this kind of raised my eyebrow a bit when I saw this because, one, going into this competition, Akila Smith would have beat these girls hands down based on how good she is in the triple jump. So for me, no questions asked, this would have been her competition. Now, I was seeing her in the 60 meters earlier on the season, but I was in my mind saying, okay, this is only for, speed work, right? So I was actually very surprised seeing her come in the Big 12 championships and run the 60 meters. So track is on the back of her doing the long jump, winning the long jump. She also took part in the 60 meters and then the triple jump. I was just wondering if this was just too much work. And especially when I think about the fact that Texas lost a lot of their athletes last year, a lot of them went pro. I'm kind of getting the vibe that they're turning Akila into a workhorse, and I don't want that to be a thing because she is a world-class athlete, especially for us when we talk about the women's long jump. So I need them to make sure that Akila is good when it comes to Paris so that she can go represent Jamaica and do well there, potentially medal in the women's long jump. I don't want them to be playing, any games with Akila and her future when it comes to the jumps. But with that said, Chuck, let me know your thoughts as it relates to her doing 3 events, the long, the triple, and clearly the 60 meters. Now, the mere fact that she took no further part after her second jump for me was eyebrow raising. But you know what? Let's see what happens going forward. I don't want to see her doing 100,000 events, that's for sure. But anyway, Chuckies, let's move on over to the result for Akila Smith in the 60 meters. She placed 5th in the event, running 7.29 seconds, Trackies. So that was her placing in the women's 60 meters. And again, when you look at the Texas team overall, there wasn't much depth in the female team. So it tells you that they had to be gathering points from everybody that they could because again, it's a team championship. But I just don't like the idea that they had Akila doing so many events just to try to make up points. It is what it is, Trackies, when it comes to championships, but I don't have to agree with it. So I don't agree with it, right? Anyway, moving on from Akila, I'm going to jump straight over to the men's triple jump. And we had Javor Bennett here, and he placed 8th, jumping 14.90 meters. All right, so Trackies, that is it for the updates. I hope I got everybody, and if I didn't get everybody, I apologize. Next time they will have their shot, believe me. All right, so Trackies, sound off in the comment section below and let me know your thoughts. Like the video, of course, and subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.